a Mac. Let's take a look at our practice screen. We're going to use some forms of prose in order to complete our database. We're going to need to open a new Excel document. My icon is located at the bottom half of the screen. You'll notice there are two sides. I don't need both sides, so I'm going to shrink it down to one and make it easier for me to actually work. Let's shrink this down so I actually have room on the screen. There we go. We're using box 1 at the top of our screen for our headings. Find A1. Let's type forms of prose. It doesn't quite fit, so we're going to double click between the A and the B so that it makes an adjustment. In B1, we'll be adding description. In C1, we'll be adding length. In D1, nonfiction or fiction. Also, we'll need to double click between D and F to make room for those texts. Conflict in E1, and finally F1, we want to add characters. It's time for us to add our information. Let's go for the top and click all the way across using our mouse. We're going to use the toolbox here, and we want to change this to size, let's try 14. A little bit big. Let's try 12. Okay, in addition to that, let's do our alignment and double click on the D and the F to make room here and between the A and the B there. Because I'm going to be writing some description, I want to move this over a bit because I want some extra room. I think I'm going to need the length. So I'm going to do that before we begin. Under forms of prose, we're going to skip 2 and go straight to 3 and type short story. After short story, we want to add the description of our short story. The description of our short story is a short work of fiction. You'll notice that the words are outside the box. This time, I don't want to make it fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go over to my formatting palette. I'm going to click on the wrap text and go back and type it again. Every time I type something in the larger boxes, I'm going to use wrap text. Okay, next, the length. I do know that a short story is under. Look, again, we need some room. So if I click on wrap text, I'll click here, and it automatically adjusts for me. It's considered fiction. Conflict has between 1 and 3. And characters also between 1 and 3. Let's make a little bit of adjustments here so we have room. I want to put all of these in the middle, so I'm going to hold down the C all the way to the F. Under vertical, I'm going to put it in the center. Makes it look better. And then under horizontal, I'm going to make it so it's in the middle here. For short story, I'm going to click on that. I want to see it a different direction. Vertical, I want it in the middle. Horizontal, centered. Let's move on to A4, novel. Okay, we had to go over here again and click on the wrap text. And length. Really, with a novel, it's long. I think I want to add wrap text here. Long, 20 to 1,000 pages. Under here we have fiction. Under conflict, I'm going to do again wrap text. There are several internal and external conflicts. Characters. In a novel, it's unlimited. Again, I'm going to highlight C4 all the way to F. Click on the vertical middle and center it. After novel, we have novella. Under description, we're going to write our description right under B5. A short novel without chapters. Uh-oh, we have a problem here. Let's fix this. There we go. Without chapters. Okay. Let's do the length. We have wrap that text. 20 to 100. It's fiction. Limited, external. And internal conflicts. Okay? Characters, we have 1 to 10. But you can have more. I'm going to highlight C all the way to F and do the same thing. I want my vertical centered and in the middle. Finally, on my last A6, we have essay. I'm going to click under B6 to give my definition. I'm going to click on my wrap text because I remembered before I started typing. Okay. Length. Any length. Fiction. No, it is non-fiction. There are no major conflicts. There are no major characters. Again, we're going to highlight B all the way to F. Pop it in the center and make it even. We want these three, novel, novella, and essay, to match the short story. So I'm going to actually scroll down, click my ABC, have it in the middle, and center it. I notice they're a little bit small. We're going to make them a little bit bigger. And now we have a more visual look. It's time to add some color. Let's start with the top. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Go ahead and highlight that. We want to find, we're going to close the spacing and click on shading. Here's your box or cup, or in other case looks like a pail. I'm going to click on green. Short story, I click, I go back to the pail. I'm going to click on orange for novel, and I'm going to find different colors as I go through this activity. Okay, novella, I'm going to click some blue, and for essay, I'm going to click a different color blue. I'm going to scroll all the way from B through F, again going back to the paint can and choosing a lighter color. For the novel, I'm going to go B through F again, click on the paint can, and I'm going to pick a light green. For novella, same thing, go all the way across to F, click on the paint can, and pick the blue. For the essay, since I've already used the blue, the light one, I'm going to use a different color. There we go. You are officially finished. Congratulations. If If you want to add anything else, you can highlight any of this text and change the text if you want.